Okay, so hello again. It is the middle of the night, and I do mean middle of the night on a Saturday night, 4th of July weekend. So today's probably the 3rd because it's after midnight now. I'm leaving in a few hours to go on a 1-week camping trip with my son, and I'm absolutely ecstatic about it. So much so that I have a bit of insomnia. Because I haven't finished packing the clothes and because I'm ready to get on the road and I'm ready to start this trip, I figured before the surgery we should probably do something together, like we've always done every summer. So now that I have a surgery date, I'm able to make plans, and I really wanted to offer not an explanation, a vacation to my son, if at all possible. Oh my God. Now that I'm talking to you, insomnia is trying to fade. Okay, so I figured while me and insomnia keeping each other company, I thought, it'd be a perfect time to give you guys a little bit of my time, me and insomnia's time, to talk a little bit about something that I've noticed has happened since I've told people that I have my surgery date. And it's super weird and unexpected and actually kind of irritating. So I felt like, you know what? I'm gonna talk. Let's do some real talk about this problem. So for me, the problem is that my responses that I get from people are weird at best. So I'm getting like, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I don't know what to say. Or I'm glad you got your surgery date. I don't really know how to react. Or I hope everything works out, ? I don't know what to say. I wish I knew the words. I wish I could find the right words. I don't know what's appropriate to say right now. So A, bravo for being honest. And B, I'm going to say to them the same thing, or to you the same thing that I've been saying to them. And I think somebody needs to say it. And that is, let's talk about it like any other surgery. If I was getting carpal tunnel operation on my wrists, what would you say? If I was getting hip replacement surgery, what would you say? If I was getting my rotator cuff operated on, if I was getting LASIK or PRK, if I was pick a surgery, what would you do? Oh, LASIK, PRK? Really? That kind of scares me. Like, to even think about someone like, what are they going to do when they operate on you? Right? You're going to get hip replacement surgery? Wow, that is going to be so painful. How long will it be before you can walk again? Wow, what are they going to put in there? Is it going to be like plastic or is it metal? You're going to be like the Bionic Man? What is it going to be, a cadaver hip? Like, what actually do they do when they do hip surgery? Will you have a lot of stitches? How big will the scar be? You know what I mean? Like, regular questions. You can ask those same kind of questions about a mastectomy. Hey, what time is your surgery? How bad will the scarring be? Do you expect it to be super painful? Is this just a mastectomy or are you getting reconstruction? If you get reconstruction, what kind of implants are you going to get? Are you going to get implants? What other choices are there? Are you getting both breasts done? Right? You can talk about so many. I bet you they're going to put you on good drugs. You're going to be just fine. So when you're high as a kite, I'm going to come by and see you just so we can point and laugh. Okay. You don't have to be like that unless you really know me in that case. You've probably already said that to me. Not every one of my friends is having the same struggle, but certainly many people are. Some of you are better than others. So I just wanted to actually say a mastectomy is a surgery like any other surgery. I don't know why it's awkward for people. I really don't. I feel like people are like, but it's the boobies. They are the breasts. Shh, secret. Shh, the breast. She's having her breasts operated. Really? I'm 47. I'm done using my breasts. If anything, a bigger surgery would be a hip surgery or a rotator cuff or even carpal tunnel. I'd like to keep using my hands. I'd like to keep my opposable thumbs. I'd like them to all work, right? All my fingers to work. I need these, and I'm going to need them till the day I die. I don't really need my breasts anymore. I like them. I'd like to keep them. But if anything, if there was going to be a surgery where you're like, well, this is awkward. I can't say that I think breasts are the one that should make people feel sad and morose and confused. It is delicate. I wouldn't say be cavalier or disrespectful, but certainly if someone's coming to you to say, getting a mastectomy, I don't meet people in the grocery store and say that. The people I'm telling, I care about. And I hope that they care about me. So I would just say, probably have a conversation, right? Just say a few things that maybe you're thinking about. If you're not thinking about anything related to the surgery, you know what else are some good things? What are you gonna need? Hey, do you need a ride to the hospital? Hey, I make the best lasagna this side of the Mississippi. You want me to bring some by? I'd love to come and see how you're doing a couple of days after surgery. Hey, do you have anybody coming over to help you? Are you going to need help? What did the doctor say? What's your recuperation going to be like? And is there anything I can do during that time? Right? We don't have to even talk about the surgery. Let's just not be weird with each other. We're people. Stuff happens. I'm not saying it's not a big deal, because it is a big deal. As y'all know, I've cried about it quite frequently. And those aren't even the good cries that you get to see. But certainly, I don't need to be... The reaction that I get feels like, oh, you're going to hospice. I'm so sorry. Like, it's literally... I actually feel more ostracized. Like, people feel pity for me, or people feel some variation of something related to you're dying. It really does feel that way. And I'm not dying. I'm not saying that this is not a big deal, because it's a huge deal. Just like hip replacement surgery would be. Just like open heart surgery would be, right? So I figured, since it's the middle of the night and a girl can't sleep, that's one of the things that's been swimming around in my head. So I thought I would come and talk to you about it, so that when you have other people who, who have are going to have a mastectomy, they don't have to receive the same treatment. Or how about for those of you who don't actually know me, but you are meeting or learning from a friend of yours that they're having a mastectomy, you'll now know what to ask, or how to react. That's a little bit less uncomfortable and awkward for both of you. So yeah, that is my 4th of July rant, if you will. I will be gone for about a week, and then I'll be back. And I don't expect that I'll be able to vlog while I'm in Oregon. I expect I won't have reception, but I will probably take some video, or at least I expect to, and perhaps I'll post that when I get back. So stay tuned, subscribe, so that you can continue to follow the progress as we go. It's coming down to the wire. When I get back, we'll be working on pre-op, and then the following Saturday is the surgery, so it's going to be an interesting ride. I do have one other thing that I want to talk about too when I get back, and that is this myth of the optimistic, happy cancer patient that certainly I've seen plenty of on YouTube, and I'd love to have a conversation about that one. So stay tuned because that's coming up. But for now, I should probably try again to at least get a quick nap before you hit the road for this really long drive. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you again soon. Happy Independence Day!